What's up guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Summer Career Mode. It's episode number 33, big episode today, man, on the back of 3 straight defeats in the Premier League. We are still 8 clear of Aston Villa in 18th place, but 14 games to go. Yeah, not feeling like we're safe just yet, especially with some big, tough games to come today. So lots more games in the Premier League, plus the FA Cup 4th round away against Swansea City, with a chance to reach the last 16 for the second year in a row in the FA Cup. Actually, I think that game's at home at the Kassam. Even better chance. Right, first game of many today then. Let's jump into it. It is indeed going to be Swansea City. We have had deadline day, but I played literally right for it, not making any signings whatsoever, keeping the band together and believing this mini rough patch is going to be nothing other than just a flash in the pan. First game, Swansea at home in the Cup. Come on, Eagles. I didn't get a single loan offer for any of the 3 players that returned as well, so I think I'm right. Oh, what a ball. And Teddy Lowe ain't gonna miss. I think I'm right. When a player comes back to you from loan, I don't believe you can loan him out again in the same window. You have to wait for the next one. So that's a shame. That means the potential of 3 of our players, Lowe, Partridge and Nelson, Partridge, Nelson and Rowe, not Lowe, are going to decrease for next season. It's adding to what is a great challenge, this, man. I've got to say, if you haven't done this kind of challenge yet in this FC, save it for next year in FC 26. I'm definitely going to do this again in the next FC. This is such a fun challenge. Difficult, but yeah, really enjoyable. Time to play basically there. And it's been a really unconvincing performance from the U's, but based on 3 straight losses, oof, I can't be too surprised. Zamin does well to keep the ball in the danger zone, but Swansea get it away. Yeah, these are the games where sometimes when you're on a barren run, you just got to take the W, man. Get the win any means necessary. And that's what we're trying to do here. We're at home to an EFL side in the Cup. Ordinarily, it should be a banker, but today, just grind it out, man. Just grind out the win, make it through, avoid the cup set, and then try and build on it. Free to play, that should do it. And, oh, Hugo robs his man and puts it over. Yep, this isn't just gaming and sport. This is everything in life, man. I'm telling you, when you're on a barren run and nothing is going your way, you just need a win of any kind to get yourself feeling good once again and restore a bit of confidence. Scrappy, unconvincing, 1-0, but a win regardless. Put us in the last 16. And in the following rounds, get back to the main menu, we should be able to see, oh, for a second there, when Higgins came with a player conversation. I'm always worried when I get a player conversation directly after a game, man. You just never know in career mode, man, do you? But in the following round, the FA Cup will be taking on Stoke City away from home. So another EFL side. It will be on the road, but a golden chance there to reach the quarterfinals for the second year in a row. Well, I said this year quarterfinals my minimum expectation. Brilliant opportunity there. Let's make sure we don't bottle it like last year we did with our chance of reaching Wembley. Right, following game, heading into this one, it is going to be at the Kassam once more. Back to matters in the Premier League with a really tough one here. Arsenal running away with the league a little bit right now. 7 clear of Liverpool, top of the table as they go for that first championship since 2004. And for us, well, good win there against Swansea. And like I said, we might be 8 points clear of draw with 14 games to go. But it's not done yet. It really isn't. And another loss here in the Premier League. No points picked up from 12. And a win for Aston Villa. And the gap will be cut to 5. So big game here against Mikel Arteta's side. I'll certainly take a point to stop the rot, but a win could be the step we need towards Premier League survival. Big game next up, Arsenal at home. So it's 28 points on the board. I think with 14 games to go, 4 wins get you to 40. Can you get 4 wins in 14? Yeah, of course. And I think even 3 will probably be enough. There was always the magic point total 40. Easy money. In earlier years, but I think now like 36, 37 is more than enough. A lot of seasons to survive. So that's what I'd say we need from 14 games. 3 wins and that'll do it. And like I said, I'd love to have the outside shot of getting to the top 10. We are still there, but take it in stages, man. You don't want to jump the gun and go too quick. Take it in stages. Just being comfortably safe with several games to go. That was my ambition this season. And again, 3 wins will do that in 14. I want to get them done in 9. There's Ferreira, a wonderful dribbling off the post, and it remains at 1-0 for now. Let's slip ball through that. Malik does really well. We'll get the danger away as we still find ourselves up by 1. Can we close this out here? You know, we have genuinely stood up to the big teams really well since arriving to the Premier League. I mean, we beat Manchester United back-to-back in the league this season. We've beaten Chelsea. We had a point away at Anfield at the start of the campaign as well. You know, despite the big mismatch in quality, we do a lot better in these games than I would have expected when we first arrived in the Premier League. Malik, but I love this guy to pieces, man. He is just absolute terrier. As Higgins is onside there. And bends in the dagger for another scalp this season as well. It starts with Malik at the back. It's finished by Michael up top. Oxford with another huge 3 points. Come on, let's see out the clean sheet now. Let's see out the clean sheet. Saka trying to take Malik for a spin down the right, but I think this is one of the best young centre-halves in the Premier League, man. He is as safe as houses, and Oxford United are back to winning ways. Well, what did I just say a moment ago there, man? Like, sometimes you just need a win of any kind whatsoever, whether it's scrappy, unconvincing or a gimme, it does not matter, because that win can restore and rebuild your confidence that was shattered prior to it, and then you can build on that. We definitely have. Big scout once again, not for the first time this season. Gunners, top of the table, humbled in Oxford with a huge 2-0 victory. A giant step towards safety. I learnt the hard way that it's not over until it's over. I did a Football Manager save with Norwich a few years ago where for 37 games we were above the bottom 3, and on match day 38 we were relegated. So believe me, I learnt a very hard and painful way not to think it's done before it is. But we are almost there, and a couple more wins to do it. Let's start with one here. Following game in London, Craven Cottage. Fulham last year finishing top 4, this year in mid-table. Golden chance here to take a giant step towards survival. Come on to use. Yeah, that was a brilliant FM save, that. I really enjoyed it. But it was just so, like, it was just, like, I don't know how to describe it. It was funny for everyone. Not so much funny for me, but as Malik blocks that shot there, and it remains at 0-0. It was just so typical. It's like the whole season long, we didn't spend a single minute in the relegation zone. And I was thinking, oh, we're safe. Like, you can't be outside the relegation zone for the entire year and then go down the final day. Surely not. Narrator, he did. I just couldn't believe it. Fulham in front 1-0. Like I said, I'm not going to say we're safe yet. That life lesson has taught me, until something is officially mathematically guaranteed, do not think it's in the bag. It isn't. I would argue that the most valuable lessons we learn in life come from our biggest failures and upsets. And I might be wrong about that, but it definitely feels that way in my personal life. And that Football Manager season, as Gray makes a great save there, has definitely taught me such a valuable lesson, man. And now in life, I never think anything is locked up, anything is a shoo-in until it actually is. I can't be making that same mistake ever again, man. Like, seriously. So as disappointing as that failure was, now it's taught me a very valuable lesson to always be on and never think the job is done. Never celebrate too early, because you just never know. My goodness, what an awful game. Seriously, such a drab and poor 1-0 loss. And really, these two games have told the entire story of the campaign. At the Kassam, we're brilliant. We can take anyone. We've beaten Arsenal, we've beaten Manchester United, we've beaten Chelsea, but away from home, only one win all season long against a newly promoted Burnley side. If that doesn't tell you the full story of the season, nothing else will. At home, brilliant. Away, abysmal. Following game, back at the Kassam, thank goodness for that. It is the only team we've beaten away from home this season. It is Burnley right now in 18th place, and again 31 points on the board, 12 games to go. We are 8 clear of the Clarets as they travel to the Kassam, and a big win here will give us another ginormous step towards safety. Honestly, I think from here on out, forget the away days. I don't care if we lose all of them. As long as we get the wins at home, which we should be able to do, especially in this one here, we will be safe. It's all about our form of the Kassam between here and the end of the season. Scott Parker's side next up. Speaking of Burnley, by the way, really pleased for my Clarets fans. First Premier League points on the weekend with that big win against Sunderland. You know, I said this season, with the 3 teams going up, I think all 3 have got a chance of surviving. I've said that I think Leeds are going to survive this year, but Sunderland and Burnley have the chance as well, as Cumming makes a brilliant save there to keep it at 0-0. But just like this Oxford team this season, they've got to make their home grounds fortresses. It is no coincidence that all 3 teams who have got 1 win each, all of their wins have come at home. Burnley's, Sunderland's, Leeds. Stadium of Light, Turf Moor, and Ellen Road as well. All 3 of those grounds this year need to be absolutely watertight fortresses for teams to go and try and get wins in, being an incredibly difficult task. All three teams got clean sheets in those wins as well, and that to me is going to be the key for those teams having a chance to survive. Take a page out of the Oxford United book and make your home ground a fortress. There's Tyrese, has loads of space here to bend one from range, just over. But it's one of those where, because there's not many games remaining, that's going to be Cummings all day, we don't need to win this. Like, as long as you don't let Burnley gain momentum, that's fine. Like, you don't have to beat the teams below you. It gives you a massive psychological advantage, but the most important thing is you don't let them gather steam. With 17 to play, Stoke in the cup on the weekend, I've taken most of my starters off here, and I'll take the point. I'll take the point that edges us ever closer towards safety, and another game at home where we don't get beaten. Like I said, just make that home ground a fortress and forget about your travel sickness. Fortin with the opener with 14 to play. Win this, and I think it is done with a nice, really nice Diogo Jota tribute as well. How we miss that wonderful Portuguese man. Oxford in front, 12 to play, and yeah, I think win this and it is done. Yep, I'll say it once again for the teams that are newly promoted. If you want to survive in the Premier League, my recommendation, look at what Oxford United are doing this season. Away from home, we had the worst record in the division, only one win all season long. But at home, we've had so many victories and scalps, and a huge one here that puts us ever closer towards safety. One more win now, I'd say, is all we need to basically guarantee it. Right, following game, we are away from home, but thankfully it's not a Premier League fixture. Stoke City in the Championship, and what a chance we've got to reach the quarterfinals for the second year in a row. I said this season my minimum expectation in the FA Cup was the last 8, just like last season. Let's make sure we don't bottle it here with a cup set away from home. We might be a poor travelling side, but a great chance here to make the quarterfinals. Following game, Stoke in the Cup. Best finish Oxford United have ever had in the FA Cup, quarterfinals. So we matched that last season. We should have made. Oh, bro, come on now, show the respect. Go and show the respect to him. I don't know how to. He won't do it until I go over there. You don't go to headbutt an opposition player. We just belted one past him, man. Listen, I said before, man, I want some 15 plus DLC. I want to see some argy-bargy at times, some confrontation and whatnot, but not after you've scored a wonder goal. That's just not on. That's just not on, mate. He's gonna get some serious boos every time we face Stoke from now. But I lost my train of thought. But we're 1-0 up here against. What did he do that? I don't know why EA have never like let you kind of customize these kind of things as well. Like, for example, if we were to... Oh, go on. You've got space again, mate. Go on, have another dig. Oh, almost a carbon copy. Like, if they were to increase, like, boos, for example, which sometimes you hear them, like, I'd love for them to be able to say, like, you can customise, so pre-game you could, like, select a player to get booed when he's on the ball, for example. Because that made, like, historically, if you've got historical, like, rivalries, for example, like, Teddy's never going to be like to Southampton, for example, and obviously now Harry's here against Stoke. It would just make the game feel so much more realistic and immersive. I can see why some people would maybe like use the feature to be a bit silly with it, but come on, it's offline gameplay. It's not online. It's offline gameplay. Have a bit of fun with it, EA. Let's customise it a little bit. There's Harris. He's silencing the crowd. Up by 2, 24 minutes in. Put us in the quarterfinals. We're there. Starting to come to those youth players that returned from loan in this game as well. Nelson, who's going to get on the ball here at left back, and Partridge. Because I need to get them some game time to make sure their potential doesn't get obliterated for the new season, but there's not really enough time for them to get the games now. Boo! You know who's on the ball now. There's Dolan, plays it in. Teddy continue to run. He'll get it and keep it in play. And Dolan and Harris and Jebison. Game over. Good night. As if it was ever in doubt, it definitely isn't now. 3-0 up out of the break, and for the second year in a row, we're into the last 8. It's a cracking ball through there, and I like the clean sheet if we can get it as well. That's a nice ball through, and Scott Twine is going to prevent it. 26 minutes to go. Like I said earlier, it's not over. I feel like it should be, but not yet. 4 minutes to go, and there's a few anxious faces in the away crowd as that ball's clipped through. And it's 3-2. Sam, I thought a flag was going to go up there. No. And out of nowhere, Stoke City have got a golden chance with seconds to go, but thankfully not enough time for them to cause an epic fight back and an epic throwaway. Well, that right there is exactly what I deserve. We might have gone through, and deservedly so, but there was me saying, oh, job's done at half-time. Norwich City, football manager save. Don't you remember Doxy boy? Come on now. That was an epic, epic choke, which you almost repeated. But into the quarterfinals for the second year in a row. Let's see who we got. I would say that based on the teams remaining, whilst there is still a chance we will have another EFL side again, it's much more likely we'll face one of the bigger sides in the Premier League. And, you know, sometimes, like I mentioned before, like sometimes you do often get drawn against the EFL sides in career mode cups because, you know, oftentimes cup sets do occur, but the further you go on, the less chance you've got of facing one of those sides. And I think it probably will be a Liverpool, for example, in the following round. It's going to be... It is, I called it, I spoke it into existence. Liverpool away at Anfield, or I think our progress is likely to end. Right, let's try and squeeze in a couple more games today if we can. Next up, Nottingham Forest at the Kassam. Right now, we are 11 clear of Wolves and Burnley in 18th and 17th place. And I would say right now, yeah, one win really is all we need with a cluster of teams below us in the table to survive. I feel very confident, and we could possibly get it here due to our great home record this season. 9 of our 10 wins have come at the Kassam. Now let's get to number 10. Nuno's Nottingham Forest in Oxford, who they themselves are trying to cling on to a Champions League place just like last season in real life. Forest at the Kassam next up. Come on, News. Yeah, we'll definitely save that Liverpool game for the next episode. And this will either be our final one, or we'll do the Brentford one, depending on how we get on. I never like to end on a loss, you know that, man, but after the last episode, 3 straight L's to end it, man. I was just ready for it to be over on the back of that defeat to Aston Villa as Gravenberch takes a tumble and Brody can't really have too many complaints. Didn't even press any buttons for that, man. Just seems to fall into him a little bit, but oh no, it's definitely a shove on the back, no doubt about that. And Nunez can give Forest a lead, which he does. Smacks one in, 1-0, and visitors in front. I've noticed that in this year's FC as well. Like sometimes when you're moving towards a player as a defender, you don't need to press a button, but your defender will automatically shove out an arm or a shoulder. Oh, Higgins, what a touch there to make some contact with the defender. It might seem a bit harsh, but to be fair, for realism, it does make sense. Because with physics alone, where's that player's arms going to go if you're dragging him into that player? What, through him? Come on now, it does make sense. So I don't mind it too much if it automatically happens. It's my fault for being wrong with the positioning initially and the poor recovery as well. Anyway, 1-1. This game's got the makings of a classic here. I can already feel it. Forest surrendering their lead, but with the team they've got, oh, believe me, this is definitely got more goals in it. Destiny Adobe slides down the line. Oh, brilliant footwork there. Nunez has his pass deflected into him and gives White, restores the lead. There was a 0% probability this game will finish at 1-1. Just like the game on Monday night, man. We knew there were going to be more fireworks all the way till the end. And there will be in this game too. Forest restored the lead. It's not over. Win that. Higgins, what a flick. Forson couldn't poke it through, and another injury. That's Brody now. I have upped the sliders a little bit, so you will start to notice a few more injuries. We've got with Patiari, of course, still down with a broken toe. That's Brody as Darwin makes it free for his hat-trick. Yeah, I know Gibbs got a second. I think that might be a season ender for Brody, man. I think that's him done for the campaign. This Forest team going for a Champions League place. I can't be too surprised by their performance, but disappointing defensively, man. Just too easy for Forest in this one here. Yeah, I think that's probably Brody done for the rest of the season now. I'll keep him out there, but don't see him featuring again. He's on there, Higgins. He's on. And this will be 3-2. And what a game this has been. I told you there was going to be fireworks all the way through. It's still 27 minutes. We've got 8 minutes to find a leveller, as Malik does really well. Force and great dribbling. Hold on. Oh, Higgins! Oh, what am I doing? For goodness sake, man, seriously. You only get a better chance than that. Dribbling 99, composure. Composure 0, man, seriously. That is one of those moments there where it's like, you do the hard work and then you absolutely mess up the easy part. Coming prevents it becoming 4, but That is a golden chance at a point I've absolutely blown there, man. Seriously. Brilliant game. I think we'll do one more, because like I said, I never like to end on a loss. I'll do one more, but oh man. It's one of those moments where, like, you have so much time, you kind of overthink it a little bit. Should have just smacked it towards that near post, try and creep it in instead of dribbling around in a circle. Not knowing whether to pass it for an offload or try and bend it in. We'll do one more. Final game, Brentford at home. And like I said, man, all we need is the one win. All we need is the one win, and that will all but guarantee safety. So let's try and get it in our final game today. Staying at the Cas Samaria, and we're far better than we are from home. So a great chance to get it here. Keith Andrews, Brentford at the Cas Sam in our final one today. That is that's one of those you think about for a long time. I've bottled that. Overthinking is like one of the worst things you can do, you know, because 9 times out of 10 you know what you need to do, you know what you're supposed to do. Just when you start to overthink it and overanalyze it, and I know I'm definitely guilty of doing this far too often in my life, like it makes you double doubt yourself. Do you know what I mean? Like, even though there was a tinge of doubt beforehand, now you doubt it even more because you've had more time to think about that. You know, you just gotta do things as much as you can on autopilot, man. Seriously, that's the way forward. You've done it many times before. Just do it again. Smack the ball into the back of the net. That's what you need to do, man. Seriously, it's not that hard. Just stop overthinking it. Higgins does it right there. Just hit it. Even from a tight angle, man. Just hit the ball towards the goal. You've got more chance of doing that if you don't shoot. Just a couple of ball through that. And Konate has Dior to beat, who stands him up well. Then gets beaten. And a great finish into the far corner. This, I swear this guy always scores against me. Every time I face him, man. Like, seriously, I just cannot stop him. Brentford the leveller, and whilst our offence continues to look fantastic when going forward defensively, just cannot keep a clean sheet to save my life right now. Yeah, we've got a 0% chance of beating Liverpool defending like this. Like, we need to... What a goal that is. We have to tighten up, seriously. I mean, there's not much I can do about that, but even so, at the moment, clean sheets are like gold dust. I can't find it. This is pathetic, honestly. Like, seriously, from a goal up to 2-1 down in such a short space of time. Dior stumbling out there. Coming with the save and the rebound headed in. 38 minutes. We've got, well, 17 minutes total. We've gone from being a goal up to 3-1 down. Well, I said our home record tells the full story this season. This tells the story of the run. We cannot defend to save our lives. Dior is like an absolute shocker out there in this one, man. Seriously, I've called him safe as houses. I love him in this team, but in this game, man, he has been exposed at the back. He's growing nicely, 74 overall now, but in this game, flip those numbers around, and that feels like the more realistic rating at the moment as he blocks that shot, to be fair. And makes the tackle too, but I just can't clear it. Just can't clear it. 4-1 Brentford. How on earth am I going to beat Liverpool in the quarter-finals defending like this? We might as well put them through to the semis. Now I've got no chance. And this has been an awful way to end the episode, and I mean, that scrappy bit of defending kind of sums up how the game went. We might have got away with it there, but we didn't come away with any points. Back-to-back losses to end the episode of home. Not quite what we were looking for, but I still think it's only a matter of time before we're safe. But like I said earlier, we're not done yet. Definitely need to improve to make sure Premier League football is a lot for next year. Have a great day there, guys. Much love to you all, and I'll see you for the next episode of the Summer Career Mode, where we'll play most of the remaining games in the Premier League season, aiming to survive, and that FA Cup quarter-final home to Liverpool will be our first game we kick off with as well. Have a great day, guys. Much love, and I'll see you for the next episode very soon. What was that? That was terrible.